Hello students, welcome back to lecture series on linear algebra. Already we have started lecture series based on the different topics from the linear algebra guys. So if you are interested to see these videos guys, go and check in my playlist. You will get the plenty more videos. So here in my today's video guys, I'm gonna explain to you all inverse of a matrix by adjoint method, or we also call it as the minor cofactor method. Okay, so for finding the inverse of matrix, mostly we use these methods. Okay, this one is a very famous method that we can use for finding the inverse of matrix. You will get the question for 5 marks for finding the inverse using adjoint method or minor cofactor method. Okay, yes. In my previous lecture, I already explained one of the other method, which is a Gauss-Jordan method for finding the inverse. So you can refer this one or you can refer this one. You will get the both equal answer. Okay, yes. So today's lecture, it is completely based on the inverse of matrix by using adjoint method or minor cofactor method. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into our today's lecture. I'm gonna explain to you all how this method works. Okay, yes. Adjoint method. So always remember that guys, while you are finding the inverse of any matrix, remember that that matrix should be a non-singular or invertible matrix. Okay, this matrix should be a non-singular or invertible matrix. Only then you can find the inverse of given matrix, that is determinant of that matrix. Consider matrix A is a given matrix. Determinant of matrix A should be non-zero. Okay, means non-singular, singular or invertible matrix. But why it is needed non-zero? There we have standard formula for finding the inverse of matrix. Okay, so we know that finding the inverse of any matrix, we use A inverse, which is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Okay, this one is a adjoint method or minor cofactor method for finding the inverse of a given matrix. Okay, yes. So A inverse is 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Okay, for example, consider the case if determinant of A it goes to 0, that means we get 1 upon 0 over here. Okay, and 1 upon 0 can we define in mathematics? No, we never define 1 upon 0 into inside mathematics. Okay, so it uses the value infinity. Okay, 0 is not the natural number, so we cannot divide any number by 0. Okay, so 1 upon 0 it gives infinity, and 0 upon any number, okay, any number something, it will be 0. Okay, or something upon 0 is infinity, or 0 upon something is infinity. Okay, or we cannot define 0 by 0 form, that one is also infinity. Okay, remember this infinity form. Okay, so A inverse can be found only if matrix is a non-singular or invertible matrix. Okay, A inverse we write this one as 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Okay, so for finding the inverse, determinant of A, it is quite easy. Okay, I'm expecting that you all are good at finding the determinant 2 by 2, 3 by 3 or any matrix order. Okay, it is way easier to find out the determinant. Okay, yes. But what about for the adjoint of A? It looks little new concept. Mostly it is not new. I know that you all are familiar with the adjoint of A, but let me explain what is the adjoint of A. Okay, adjoint of A, it can be written as cofactor matrix A transpose. So whenever you take the transpose of a cofactor matrix A, you will get the adjoint of A. But again it is coming, what is cofactor of matrix A? Okay, so cofactor of matrix A can be written as minus 1 raised to I plus j into mij. Okay, so mij we have here minor of matrix. Okay, so you have to find out the minor of matrix mij first. Okay, for every single element. Okay, cofactor of A. So cofactor of A, it generally we denote as the Cij. Okay, which is the Cij matrix. It is a Cij is equal to minus 1 raised to I plus j into mij. Okay, this one is the entire process for finding the inverse using adjoint method or minor cofactor method. Okay, so one more thing, that for finding the inverse, okay, For finding the inverse, you need to know minor of ij. Okay, but how can we find the minor of mij? Okay, let me explain with one of the example. Okay, 3 by 3 matrix consider. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I am taking this example in just in the sake you get the feel of the mij. Okay, yes, mij means if I replace c11, so minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1 into m11. Okay, so we want the minor of 1 1. 1 1 means this first row first column, so minor of this element is this 2 by 2 determinant. Okay, minor of 1 is this 2 by 2 determinant. So 5 9s are 45 minus 8 6s are. Okay, so you have to take their subtraction and final answer it is the minor of 1. Minor of 2, so make the bracket, make a 2 by 2 here, 4 6 7 9, this one is the minor of 2. Again minor of 3, make the bracket, this is the remaining 2 by 2 matrix, it is the minor of 3. Okay, similarly you have to do it for all the elements, so you will get the minor for every element and replace all these minor into cofactor matrix. Okay, so cofactor matrix, how it is look like, Cij is a C11, C12, C13. Cofactor of first element, cofactor of second element, cofactor of third element. C21, C22, C23, C31, C32, C33. Okay, this one is the cofactor matrix for our given adjoint matrix. Okay, yes, this one is a cofactor matrix. So whenever you take its a transpose, you will get the adjoint of matrix A. Okay, for finding C11, you supposed to put the value I is 1, j is 1, so minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1 into m11. Okay, I hope you will have understood entire process for finding the cofactor and minor. Once you get that cofactor, take its a transpose, you will get the adjoint. So put that adjoint value here and 1 upon determinant of A multiplied to the adjoint of A, so you will get the required inverse of a given matrix. Okay, I hope you all have understood everything here, my adjoint, minor, cofactor, form, everything for our today from our today's lecture. Okay, so I'm gonna need you all guys to solve some of the examples based on the minor, cofactor or adjoint method. Okay, yes, take some examples for your homework. See guys, here I have added 2 examples for your homework. So what you supposed to do, find out the inverse of matrix A, inverse of matrix B using inverse using adjoint method or minor cofactor method, and let me know answer in my comment section. Okay, this one is the answer question for everyone supposed to solve. Let me know this answer in my comment section. Okay, so in my next lecture I'll explain to you all how the answer coming and their answers. Okay, so that is here for today's lecture guys. In my today's lecture I have explained everything to you all about the inverse of matrix using adjoint method, minor, cofactor method. Okay, so I hope you all have understood everything. Even after if you found anything difficult, I have so many lectures uploaded in my playlist based on the minor and cofactor. Okay, there you will get so many examples and so many concept to understand. Okay, go and check it out there. Okay, you will come to understand entire method. Still it is very easy. Okay, I hope you all have understood everything. Let me know in my comment section guys, how is my today's lecture. That one will be the like a motivational for me. So thank you everyone, thank you for my today's lecture.